Well, a local pastor partnered with AmeriHealth and the Louisiana Department of Health for a community wellness event. Good evening and thank you for joining. I'm Sophia Ridley. Our Jasmine Bingham has a look at what this means for the community.
The community wellness event started with a peace march through the city of Tallulah. It offered everything from speeches, giveaways, cash prizes, and games to fitness activities, musical selections, food, and more. The event was open to the public free of charge. Local pastor James Maurice says he hosted the event to bring awareness to the community after his nephew was murdered through gun violence.
Bringing the youth in also so they can understand, using guns inappropriately can be detrimental. And so just making them aware of that and the educational part. So we have so many components to it now with bringing all of the community together.
One attendee says her son was killed due to gun violence years ago. She says this event shows youth in Tallulah that guns are the problem, not the solution.
You're really losing a son to a system and you're losing a son for life. So it's really hurting the family both ways. The main thing is to put the guns down because it's not a good feeling of losing a child to gun violence.
Maurice says he looks forward to hosting this event again next year. In Tallulah, Jasmine Bingham, KNOE 8 News.